What's going on? What's going on? It's true. I had to come back and give y'all this official police update on the 3 dismembered burnt bodies found in a dumpster in Fort Worth. They have arrested the guy that you're about to see in this news clip. His name, as they reported, is Jason Thornburg. The streets know him as Allen. That would be his middle name. Now, you're gonna watch the news report. They say it's not a baby, so let me take that speculation of my first video, because going off a baby, I only go off fingertips and timeline. I'm not taking everything back. I'm not even quite sure a dismembered body as bad as it was. They say there are 2 females unidentified, but y'all about to watch that. Let me get to work, because the bolo has been put out and True Results haven't really, so it's a lot of hoes, but I'm gonna let y'all know who who he is, Jason is. True, watch this news clip. I'll be back for sure. My name, True Results.
Police say the man who admitted to dismembering 3 people and setting their bodies on fire in Fort Worth also confessed to other murders. Fort Worth police say video surveillance near the dumpster crime scene helped them find 41-year-old Jason Thornburg. Once in custody, police say Thornburg admitted to the murders of a man and now clarified by police 2 adult women. A child was initially believed to be involved. Police say Thornburg also confessed to at least 2 other murders, saying he was, quote, called to do it. Fox 4's Dion Anglin has the latest. Dion.
Hey there, Steve. A tremendous amount of police work over the last several days, and it began with that shocking discovery of 3 burned, dismembered bodies. Crime scene investigators are collecting evidence at this Euless Motel, where police say 3 victims, 42-year-old David Lueres and 2 still unidentified women, were murdered and dismembered. Fort Worth police say 41-year-old Jason Thornburg, an electrician apprentice staying in the room at the Mid-City Inn, killed them all.
This was shocking. It's unsettling. And we knew bringing someone to justice in this case was paramount.
Detectives found surveillance video showing a Jeep Grand Cherokee at the burning trash bin where the bodies were found. They say the driver on 2 separate trips removed containers from the vehicle and dumped their contents, afterward setting the trash bin on fire. Investigators waded through thousands of registered Jeep Grand Cherokee records in Dallas and Tarrant counties.
While reviewing the list, a familiar name to our office came up, a gentleman named Jason Thornburg.
They also reviewed video from the Euless Motel where Thornburg has lived since July.
Depicted a resident of the motel exiting a room carrying plastic bins with what we believe to be body parts of our victims.
Police say witnesses at the motel confirmed Thornburg had been sharing his room with the deceased victim, Lueres, for several days. Investigators believe the 2 dismembered women were casual acquaintances and that all 3 were killed on separate days. Police set up surveillance on Thornburg and took him in for questioning on Monday. In the arrest warrant affidavit, detectives point to their interrogation and say Thornburg described having an in-depth knowledge of the Bible and believed that he was being called to commit sacrifices. They also say he hid the remains in his room in trash bags before obtaining Rubbermaid type tubs to store them in.
Mr. Thornburg went into intimate details as to how he committed his crime.
Police say Thornburg stood out on the list of all those Jeep owners from a previous investigation. He was questioned in May after a suspicious gas explosion on Valentine Street in Fort Worth that killed his roommate. While not having enough probable cause for an arrest at the time, investigators say he has now confessed to causing that fatal blast. Now, that affidavit also pointed out that Thornburg confessed to a fifth killing, or what he called an additional sacrifice, and that being the murder of his girlfriend in the state of Arizona. Detectives here are collaborating with officials in that state as Thornburg remains behind bars here with bond set at $1 million.